Welcome back to First Take. In the East, Jason Tatum had his first triple-double of the season in a strong performance by the Celtics against the Miami Heat last night. Tatum finished with 25, 18, and 11, while Jaylen Brown added in a cool 43 points of his own. In total, the C's dropped 147 points on Miami. On Wednesday, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown became the third Celtics duo with a 40-point game and a 25-point triple-double in franchise history, joining Kevin McHale and Larry Bird in 1985, Don Nelson and John Havlicek in 1970. My goodness, they continue to make history. So now the question is Boston the clear team to beat in the Eastern Conference? What do you think, Stephen A?
I believe so. When you think about Jaylen Brown, who is playing like an MVP, we need to keep saying that. It's not just Shea, it's not just Wemby, it's not just Luka, it's Jaylen Brown. He is playing like an MVP. Dropped 43 last night, had 20 in the first quarter. The brother's special. Ain't no question about it. And he plays on both ends because he defends as well as scores. You've got that going on. You got a guy in Jason Tatum. They're like 10-2 since he's been back. This guy is shooting, still struggling to find his shot. Just got back, but still won Eastern Conference Player of the Week. I mean, I'm just looking at that. I'm looking at a team, Wendy, that, you know, they've struggled. We expected coming into the season that they were going to struggle, particularly with rebounding. Porzingis is gone. Horford is gone. They're like, percentage-wise, they're like the third leading rebounding team in the NBA. All right? They're best in the last 17 years. This is what the Boston Celtics are doing. You got a cat in Peyton Pritchard that comes off the bench and gives it to you. You got Derek White who can ball, okay? And you know he's experienced and he's a reliable commodity for them. You look at everything that's flowing with the Boston Celtics right now, you can't say enough. Now, of course, with Detroit, even though they're still a number one seed and they've been winning games without Cade Cunningham, which is a testament to them, we know they're better with him. We know this dude was an MVP candidate the way that he was playing before he ended up going down with the partial lung collapse. We get all of that, right? But the thing about Detroit that you question, particularly in the event that they end up going against Boston, even though they've beaten Boston like 3 or 4 times they faced them this year, is that you're wondering about Detroit and that secondary offensive option. Who's that guy other than Cade Cunningham that you can rely upon to put the ball in the hole? That is not a problem that the Boston Celtics have. And that's exactly not a problem that you need come playoff time. One guy scoring for you rarely does it for you. You usually need 2 dudes. And Detroit doesn't definitively have that person, but Boston does. And so as a result of that, you have to look at Boston, and then you're thinking about, okay, a first-round team, sure, they should win the first round, considering that they're a 2 seed, they'd go against a 7th. But then you have to take into account that the likelihood is that they'd go against the Knicks in the second round, a team they want badly because they got knocked out by the Knicks last year, and they're still salty about that, which has me excited because I want to see how the New York Knicks are going to respond to that challenge. You know me, Shay, I'm going to get back to my Knicks now. You know I'm not going to forget doing that. I want to see how they respond to that challenge that Boston is absolutely positively going to pose. But at this particular moment in time, I don't think there's any question. When we look at the Eastern Conference, when we scour it, especially over the last few weeks, Boston looks like the most formidable team in the Eastern Conference because of Jason Tatum's ascension, put forth a triple-double last night, doing what he's done, and the supplementary parts around these two guys seems to have gelled a hell of a lot quicker than any of us had ever anticipated. They are the team to beat in the Eastern Conference. I think everybody knows that.
All right, right now in the NBA, we have 3 teams that are very serious about their business. You have San Antonio, you have Oklahoma City, and you have Boston. The Lakers are sitting right there on the edge. Check with me in 12 hours because we got a big game tonight with the Lakers, okay?
That's right. That's right.
The Celtics have separated themselves. The Celtics have separated themselves. Coming out of the All-Star break, Shay, I could look at these 4 teams in the East, and I could spend a long time talking about why each of them would or wouldn't win the East. And I actually thought we are headed for really interesting down the stretch of the regular season. And we're really interesting to see who's going to be able to win 12 games. That, and we obviously still have to play it out, but right now the Celtics are a cut above everybody. If you look at what's happened over the last 4 to 6 weeks with Tatum coming back, and I just want to point out as a quick aside, do you guys realize he's averaging 21 and 10? 21 and 10. He's playing on 1.5 legs. I mean, everybody. I mean, even Bam Adebayo last night, who's known him since he was 12 years old, he was saying, "I love the way he's playing. I'm really happy for him." But you can tell he's still getting in shape. And he had 18 rebounds last night or whatever he had, okay? So he's averaging 21 and 10. But what we've seen happen over the last month is that the Celtics have announced to everybody that they are the team to be reckoned with. Now, Detroit, I actually have been very impressed with, because when Cade Cunningham went down, I was like, man, I am not sure what this team is going to do. And instead, they have raised their level. They have raised their defense. And Stephen A., you say they don't have a second score. I think you're right. They don't have a proven second score, but Jalen Duren is having a points. He's going to win Most Improved Player. That's great. Then I look at the Knicks and the Cavs. I see the Cavs can't defend. I see the Knicks are all over the place. I don't know what I'm going to get from them one night to the next. They haven't beat a quality team in weeks. And now I see an Eastern Conference that's very divided, Shay. Very divided. Boston, some space. Detroit with, like, watch out when Cade comes back. And then a gap. And the Knicks and Cavs. That, as we've gone on here, have separated out, and the Celtics have risen to the top. And there's no doubt they're going to be the 2 seed. They're not going to lose 3 more times. The Knicks can forget about home court in the second round. That's over. And next Thursday, Stephen A., I know it's a regular season game in April, and you're never going to hear me say a regular season game in April has super extra meaning, but the Knicks play the Celtics next Thursday. And this is going to be a real test about, are the Knicks serious about this? Are they going to be able to beat this team 4 out of 7? Because right now you look at these two teams and they're an ocean apart. And I only think that the Celtics are going to get stronger because Tatum is going to get stronger. And I can't verify to you that either the Knicks or the Cavs are going to get stronger. They have the potential to do it. They have the talent to do it. Just like we saw it 6 weeks ago, absolutely they could win 12 games and win the East playoffs. But you can't look at the East right now and say any team but Boston is in your favorite seat.
So, no, I went to some notes because this mattered to me, Wendy, because I'm looking, right? And if you remember, because you see me throughout the years, Wendy, and you know how I can get when it comes to my New York Knicks, okay? You know this. You know that I get in a very sour mood. Shay, you haven't been around me enough. Wendy has. You say they know how sour I get, okay? The only thing that's worse is when the Yankees are struggling, Shay, because Tim Kirkjian, all right, Jeff Passan, Buster O'Neil, and Jessica Mendoza, let's not forget that. They literally come on First Take just to laugh at me, to give me bad news about my Yankees. It's what they do, okay? It's what they do. And it drives me nuts, okay? And Wendy and Perk tend to bring me bad news about my New York Knicks. They know I know it because I watch them all the time. But in the same breath, they tend to bring me bad news. Well, here's what happened. One time I pulled over on the New Jersey Turnpike because I almost cried at the rest stop because, damn it, the ping pong balls came in. And all I needed was the Knicks to get a top 2 pick, okay? So they could get Zion or Ja Morant. And damn it, they ended up with the 3rd pick, okay? Years before that, all I needed was them to get, they had the 7th pick in the draft was Steph Curry. New York Knicks had 8th pick. This is the kind of stuff that goes on, all right? Why do I bring that up? Because Jalen Duren for the Detroit Pistons was drafted in 2022, 13th overall. The New York Knicks had the 11th pick, and I'm begging them to take him, and they pass. And sure enough, they get this guy Dangy. I don't even know where the hell he is now, okay? But Jalen Duren balling, okay? See, this is the kind of stuff that hurts my heart because the opportunities are there, and it just misses. It's like the good Lord is just torturing us, okay? It's right there, just teasing us and stuff. It's like a tiger that was starving, and you put pounds of steak in front of him, but he can't reach it. That's a New York Knicks fan, all right? That's what we go through. And so I say all of that to say, I'm looking at Boston right now. And Jason Tatum, by the way, is making you love and respect him even more than you did before. Because as good as he was, a 27-point-per-game scorer, a first-team All-NBA player, let's keep it a buck, Wendy. He hasn't been a